me show you something, Tia. Okay? Looking at you, and he just really loves you. What he did?
Oh, what? Wait! Huh?
Before my wedding, you Jazzy, we clearly know Mr. Sunshine ain't no competition for Darius. We're talking about a man with 2 teeth and 2 dreads. Welcome. What's my crime? Your crime is having a big mouth. Oh. The girl that I had stolen money from his account.
What?
And that I had hidden birth control so that I could get pregnant by Bobby without his knowledge.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Relayed this information to Bobby's agent. When I found out that she did this, I let her have it.
You. So you're being upset right now about the situation, not at Jazzy.
I don't know.
What's up, y'all? Brian Keith, and I'm back with another video. And today we're going to talk about the Real Housewives of Potomac. Y'all, I am back in the DMV. I had a great week with my mom. My mom, she's doing so good. Like, she has almost 100% of bending with her knee, and her swelling's going down. We got her like really doing what she got to do. I'm so proud of my mom. And like all the stuff that she has going on that she's just trying to navigate. My mom is a working woman. She works in a bank. She is like a hustler. Like she builds a relationship. She's an investment banker, so she has a relationship with her client. So being that she's not there and someone else is taking over for her right now with her clients, like she gets texts from them like, oh, we miss you. Oh, what's going on? I'm not gonna bother you during this time, but you know, I need help with my portfolio. Like she just feels so worried. I'm just like, girl, fuck that job. Get that knee right. Once you get that knee right, we good. But my sister, she's holding it down. When I say my sister is literally Einstein. Like the girl put together a whole motherfucking routine for every person that come. Like, clock it, says. Clock it. But what we about to clock is this episode. This episode showed me a lot. And the fact that a lot of people are writing Angel off. And I think, I said last episode, Angel's warming up. And I'm seeing the dynamics of the group changing. We'll see what happens. But y'all like and subscribe. Let's get into the video.
Yeah, let me check my shit real quick. Hotter than the fire coming out my flaming lips. You wanna play with me? You can't play in me. On the playground, bitch, you can't play with me. Got it, wanted, securing the bag. Best.
All right. This actually was a good episode. This season has been fairly good. We do have 2 miserable bitches. Kay and Angel, they are miserable. They are hypersensitive and high maintenance friends. I have a friend that's well, I wouldn't consider, I have an associate that is very high maintenance, and I don't have time as a grown ass adult that has shit to do in my motherfucking life to coddle your feelings. I can't do it, honestly, truly. So for me to have to constantly coddle and just like, but it's okay, like, no, we didn't mean that. Oh no, she didn't mean that way. Girl, I don't got time to keep trying to compartmentalize your opinions and your feelings. Like, girl, when somebody's like, oh well, Brian, what do you think? Bitch, I know what the fuck I think. The fuck. Like, it's just like one of those things that's just like, it can be draining. And I think they're like, what is it? Energy vampires. Basically setting up this whole drama with Kay a little bit. So she's giving everybody shot names. Like, oh, you the stepmama for this one. You this, you that. And then Kiana's, hers is just Giselle hater. Giselle's like, well, you know, Wendy has told me some things that you have said, and I find them kind of displeasing, so I'm just confused on where this energy is coming from.
Confusion shades. Okay. So it says Giselle hater. Oh, what? Oh, this is your hater.
So you have an issue, I'd rather you say it. And Kiana's like, well, I don't even know what you're talking about, so let's wait for Wendy to get back into the group because I know she's sick, and let her speak for herself, and then we can have this conversation. Giselle's like, cool. So the next day, Giselle taking all the girls on a yacht trip. They got personalized towels with their names on it, besides Stacy. Giselle's like, well, you know, Stacy, I didn't know who you were, but a little bit now, I know who you are. Just like, girl, okay. So they sit down in their chairs and having a good time, and they wanted to know, okay, why did you call Kiana a Giselle hater? What's going on with that? So when Wendy was about to speak, Kiana was just like, you know, I'm gonna take it away. I'm just like, girl, you should have just did this last night.
Question to Kay is more like, when did you decide to hate me? Okay. What did I do to you to ever even not like me?
So we know that situation when Wendy was like, you don't even like her. She's like, no, you don't fucking like her. She's like, no, you don't like her. Remember that? Right. So after they had that little conversation, that little back and forth, Wendy, guess she told Giselle, be messy, obviously, name of the game. So Kiana was like, when I got cracked upside my head at the nightclub, I felt like you didn't have my back. You didn't say anything to me. Now, she did say in her confessional, she was like, I don't know why this is coming up because we already talked about this at the reunion. So what is this about?
And I hashed all of this out. So the fact that we're sitting here and talking about this is absurd to me.
Like I said, I thought Wendy was being messy, obviously. So when that had happened, you know, Kiana's explaining herself. Giselle was just like, look, I buried my father. My dad had to go to ICU. He had a brain tumor, cancer. Like, you were the furthest thing from my mind. And rightfully so. Understandable. Giselle just felt like, I think it's kind of, you're a high maintenance ass friend. And I think it's kind of insensitive and wild that you are trying to compare me going to my father, who is literally in the hospital, when you had to go just get plastic surgery to fix what you had to fix. And I get it. But I feel like Tia was the great person to mediate this. First of all, Kiana was just like, yeah, Wendy, at the end of the day, you being messy with your stank ass weed. You're sneaky, you're a snake.
So why are you talking to me? Like, that's nothing new about your snake ass ways.
Wendy got up and she left. She was like, girl, she said, I'm a snake. She said, you're a fake ass bitch. But I'm like, Wendy, I don't know. Word on the street. Alleged insurance fraud. But I don't know. I'm not gonna hold that against you right now. But Tia basically says, like, you can't compare the two. This woman was assaulted, and we saw the video. And for me, I think for Giselle to say that Kay was the aggressor, I think that's where it was kind of wild. Because Kay even said, if it was any of y'all, I would have done the same. And I agree. If it was my friend, and especially my best friend Brandon does not fight. Brandon has never been in a fight before, and if somebody comes at him aggressively, like, girl, I'm not gonna let them just walk up on him. Especially if I don't know the situation, I'm gonna try to defuse and put my hand away. Like, girl, what are you doing? Like, whoa. If you hit me inside the head with a glass or a Don Julio bottle or whatever, girl, I don't know. Girl, I'm gonna whop you up too. I don't condone violence, but Kay did what she had to do.
Because I buried my father. But that doesn't change that you want your friends to validate what has happened to you.
And first of all, Kay, I know this ain't baddies. This is Housewives. I get it, girl. But off camera, old girl that wore that green with the ponytail, she said she needs that. She needs that. She needs that. Because the reason why you fell on that ground was because of Miss Ma'am. Just saying. But who am I? I don't condone violence. Tia was just like, you can't really compare the two. She's like, you have to hear. She's like, I buried my father. We see the backstory of her burying her father 8 years ago. And she's just like, you know, she was a daddy's girl and how hard that was for her. So she understands and can empathize with Giselle on the situation. But she also knows the situation that happened with Kiana. It was so public. She had a lawsuit and everything. And she has a little scar there that she's going to have to remember for the rest of her life. So, like she said, you can't compare the two. They both, like, you know, said, look, I wasn't trying to offend you. I really love you. I really like you. And they make amends. So everything was cool with that. We have a good time over here having lunch on the island of Nevis, baby. So everything was cool. Tia was like,
Jazzy, I think that you had a lot of energy towards me the other night, and I found that quite unpleasant. Jazzy, what was that about?
It made me go on your page, and I feel like our filterization is about the same.
Jazzy was like, well, first of all, what you have, hold on, I'm gonna do Jazzy real quick. So Jazzy was like,
First of all, Tia, what you did? You questioned my relationship. You told me that, there's a guy that was flirting with you in the friend bed said, oh my God, he said this thing about you, said that you're his favorite girl. You're this, you got time competition for Darius.
how dare you? How dare you? I said, girl, what?
Let me tell you something, Tia. Don't do that with the floor. Let me tell you something. I really love 14 days.
Oh, what? Wait! Huh?
The fuck? I was like, and here's the thing. Here's the thing with Jazzy, right? Her beefs never land because it seems forced, right? And when she did that, um, Tia was like, "Oh my God, anger issues."
Before my wedding, you got
She's like, "Oh my God, anger issues, Jesus." She just laughed her off because one, it's not that serious, and like I love the fact the way that Tia handles conflict and the way that she can navigate these conversations and not really hold like she's just like, "Girl, I'm just paid. I'm on a housewife, girl." Just like it. So she let her know like that wasn't it. She was like, "I then asked you and told you that, oh, in a joking manner that, he has competition, he's this, he's that." She was like, "I never meant anything by it." And she was like, "That's so rude. Like 14 days before I get married? Girl, who's counting? Like, besides you? Like, okay, congrats, but girl." Right. So, even Kiana was like, "Girl, like, it was tongue in cheek. And you use it in the right context." Yes, ma'am. It was like, it's tongue in cheek. Like, girl, like, nobody's over here looking for Mr. Sunshine. She said, "Mr. Sunshine with the 2 dreads and 2 teeth."
Jazzy, we clearly know Mr. Sunshine ain't no competition for Darius. We talking about a man with 2 teeth and 2 dreads. Welcome to...
Girl, wait. But she was like, nobody was looking for him. Like, girl, like, it's not that deep. Like, it was what it was. We get it, girl. Like, it's not that. I just think Jazzy is looking for a moment, and she's throwing darts at a dartboard, seeing what sticks, trying to get a bullseye. Girl, no. It just comes forth. That's it. They did bring up Stacey supposed to be Jazzy's bridesmaid, but Stacey was like, she has her Happy Stacey line coming out, so she was just like, yeah, right now it doesn't make sense for me to take on that full commitment for doing that. But she was like, I'm definitely going to show up in support to her wedding. I'm like, cool, great. So at the end of the little dinner, Giselle let the girls know, like, we're about to go do this little slutty party. It was cute. Giselle was a ringmaster. Ashley was, I don't know, a Power Ranger, a Winx girl, I don't know. Kiana was a cowgirl. Angel said she was an angel. Tia was modest. Wendy was a $2 hoe. Stacey was what is it? It's like German. They're like Guten Tag. Girl, I don't know. She was one of them. The way to the slutty party, off camera, no nothing. You see Jazzy and Angel having a conversation. It's like chit chatting. No, chit chatting, nothing crazy. So it comes to find out that Jazzy received information from someone.
After dinner, we are on our way back to the villa.
And was basically saying that they know of Angel and saying this is her character. So Jazzy's like, okay, well, I haven't seen that from her, so I'm going to let her know off camera and let her know, not Mike and all that stuff. Cool. So they get on the go-kart, go back to the villa. They're still having a conversation. She's saying, like, this is the girl. She's like, this is the girl. She's fucking snaggle 2 hot piece of trash. I'm just like, girl, okay, cool. I've never heard you Angel talk like this. So I was just like, okay, she got it in her. Cool. We go to the party. Everybody's doing all these games, having a good time. Everybody's coming with good energy. So they're over here whipping Jazzy. Giselle's over here telling everybody to do stuff, different stuff. Ashley licking chocolate off her titties. So it's Angel's turn, right? Angel's like, I'm gonna handcuff you. She put the girl in handcuffs. Put her in handcuffs. And she was like, Jazzy, you're under arrest for having a big mouth. I'm like, oh. She said, yeah, that's how I got my husband. I said, okay, good way to flip it. So she sits down, and the girl is double jointed. So she just, I said,
Question though, what were you guys talking about on the golf cart?
I've done that twice in my life because my sister double jointed. She could do it. Girl, it hurt my shoulder. Cannot do it in my mouth. Ooh. But yeah, she's double jointed, so she's able to, bend it over, touch your toes, but sit down on the floor. So she's an Angel, Jazzy, like, what's going on? Like, I heard a little conversation that y'all had, but like, what's going on? So Angel was just like, well, there's a girl that tried to basically come for me and Bobby. She was like, there's a girl that knew her. She was a former WAG that said that she was being rude and not kind to her when she first came into the WAG scene, I'm assuming. When that happened, Angel was like, the girl reached out to the agent, financial advisor, and his mentor or someone with Bobby on three-way, saying that Angel stopped taking birth control, or she like hiding the birth control and tried to get pregnant by him and stole money out of his account. And that's what the girl told him.
That I had stolen money from his account and that I had hidden birth control so that I could get pregnant by Bobby without his knowledge.
And I'm just like, girl, if you did or didn't, I don't think you did. You say you didn't, whatever. But girl, it happened years ago. But whoever the girl was, like Angel, at this point, I'm like, give her screen time, like girl. Like I would like put her on blast. I'm like, because you're a hating ass bitch. Like that is on a next level, and I feel like this happens more in the WAG scene anyway. That's on the next level of you're a hating ass bitch. And to be honest, Angel, and I don't want to always resort to violence. I don't. Like I'm not a violent person, but that's a chin check. That's when you have to slap the shit out of somebody. Because girl, what? Not only did you lie on me, and you brought his financial advisor, his agent, and all these people into it, and you dropping dimes on me saying I'm stole money out of his account. Are you crazy or are you dumb? Because bitch, like that would have hit that when I say that would have sent me to Mars. And first of all, he could have easily checked his account and just like, okay, I didn't see no money taken out of my account, what will do? And she on birth control, you can easily prove that you still on birth control. But I'm just like, that's some hating ass shit. So I get where Angel is upset.
Girl relayed this information to Bobby's agent. I let her have it.
Here's the confusion, Angel. Cause they were like, well, you seem upset, Angel. Like, is everything, I understand the severity, but are you upset with the situation or are you upset with Jazzy? And Angel said, I don't know, I haven't determined yet. I said, oh.
And rightly so. It's about the situation, not at Jazzy.
I don't know.
Oh. So, as everybody's trying to, like, get everything figured out, Angel's like, you know what? I'm going to excuse myself for the night. I'm about to exit stage left. She walks out. Everybody's like, what the fuck? So Wendy's just like, she's a negative ass bitch, basically. And she was like, Jazzy, you did her a solid. You didn't have to not bring it on camera. You didn't have to not have it mic'd. You didn't have to do her a solid. This is Housewives. We know what we signed up for. Like, girl. So she was like, you should have been happy that she didn't bring it to this platform. However, Giselle was like, well, Angel, you should never brought it up in the first place. Now, Giselle, you know just as much as a lot of people know that producers will make you have to say some shit. Like, if it's on this trip and it can be salacious in any way, producers will be like, you're about to talk about this in this fucking thing. Moment, I learned a little more context. Because we see the girl outside, she crying. Kate comes check up on her, like she hysterical. And that was basically in the episode. But I looked at Watch What Happen live, and that gave me more context. So the reason why she said that she has a big mouth and she was upset with her, or she didn't know if she was or not, was because she thought that Jazzy went and told Wendy the situation, which is why Wendy asked her the question. Then she said that, right now she realized that she made a mistake. That wasn't it. She realized that, they just overheard the conversation, and that's how it got brought up. But she thought that this was another got you moment, that they're over here just ambushing her. And I get it. She has got whacked left and right. And Miss Angel, you say that you didn't do hazing, or you're not that girl. The girls can't do that to you. They in fact did.
Just need to hear your voice. I'm just tired of bullshit.
I think Angel has had one of the roughest introductions to Potomac that I've seen in a while. Outside, Ashley Darby had it season 1. She had it rough. And who else had it rough? I would say Mia had it rough. Yeah, Ashley Darby and Mia. But Angel, yeah, I think she takes cake. But I think that made me like, okay, I understand. I understand why she'd be upset. And everybody's just like, what's the name of the game, blah, blah. Regardless of the fact, these are her feelings. This is how she feels. And she feels ambushed and like constantly whacked. I mean, it'll be draining too. But at some point, you have to put your big girl panties on and move on. I'm happy that Kiana stayed. I think there's about to be a shift, especially when everybody's coming back. I just want them to realize what the fuck y'all signed up for And y'all know what the fuck this is. Why are we staying and sitting in misery? Misery loves company. I don't.
We'll have fun. This is a wonderful party. Are you sure? Yeah, I'm straight. You're crying. I'm straight. You're upset.
So let's just try to move forward. But y'all, let me know what you guys think. Like, this was a good episode. And what do y'all think about Kay and Jazzy? Do you think they have redeemable qualities to win this back over? Because we're halfway through the season. So, well, not really. We're almost halfway through the season. We're at episode 6. Like, what do y'all think? Y'all think they can redeem it? But y'all, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
Brian Keith, LG, Black Butte. Bet you didn't know we the Holy Trinity. Now let it God stop a y'all and break your head here. Step into the room and get up in the bed. It tastes sweet, that's cause I'm good. It tastes sour cause I'm better than the hood. Cause I get you hyper when I'm running all around cause I excite ya. Let me talk real quick. You can't even get with the shit. You wanna go toe to toe with my flow? This African all I really asking for. Now I got to go. Got. Bye bye.